There are some things you still feel guilty about, even years later. And for me, one of them was falling in love with my friend's girlfriend. I was 17 back then, and I honestly thought I had control over my feelings. But some people enter your life at the worst possible moment, and after that, you're never really the same again. We had our own little group, not huge, but close enough to feel like family. Almost every evening, we were together, walking around the city, sitting in Discord calls for hours, playing games late at night, sometimes just listening to music in silence. And in that group was my friend, Max. We'd known each other for years. Not the brothers forever type, but definitely someone I trusted. And one day, he brought her with him. Leah at first. She seemed completely normal, quiet, calm, a little shy, but there was one thing about her that instantly stood out. She knew how to listen. That probably sounds strange, but I mean it. Most people back then only waited for their turn to talk, but she actually listened when you spoke. I remember one evening especially clearly. We were all sitting near the river late at night. It was cold, almost empty outside, everyone talking over each other, and somehow, me and Leah ended up sitting a little away from the others. Without even realizing it, I started telling her things I normally kept to myself. About my family, about my fears, about how lonely I sometimes felt, even around people. And she just listened. And no fake advice, no laughing, no pretending, just listening. That's when everything started. After that night, I began noticing little things. I'd wait for her messages. I'd look for her every time we met up. And somehow, my mood depended on whether she was there or not. And the worst part, I knew exactly who she was. My friend's girlfriend. That thought kept eating me alive. Because there are lines you're not supposed to cross. One night Max couldn't come hang out, so the rest of us met without him. Everything felt normal at first. We joked around, talked about music, school, stupid future plans. Then suddenly, it started raining. Everyone ran toward a nearby cafe, but me and Leah stayed behind for a few seconds too long, and I still remember that moment perfectly. The empty streets, the rain hitting the pavement, the city lights reflecting off the wet roads, and her laughing because we were both completely soaked. That was the exact moment I realized it. I was in love with her. Not just a crush, not attraction, real feelings, the kind I had absolutely no right to have. After that, it became harder to look Max in the eyes, because he trusted me, and he had no idea what was going on inside my head. But the scariest part, I slowly started feeling like Leah felt it too. He texted me first more often. She always looked for me in conversations. She laughed at even my dumbest jokes, and honestly, that only made things worse. Then one night, she sent me a message. Can I tell you something honestly? I remember staring at my monitor for almost 10 minutes before replying. And then she wrote, I think we met at the wrong time. I swear, my heart completely stopped for a second. Because at that moment, I realized she felt it too. And somehow, for the first time in a long while, I made the right decision. I didn't answer. I just closed the chat and sat there in silence until morning. Because I knew if I took even one step forward, everything would fall apart. My friendship with Max, our group, maybe even myself. Over the next few weeks, I slowly disappeared. I stopped going out as much, answered messages less often, made excuses to stay home. Max thought I was just dealing with personal stuff, and Leah, I think she understood without me saying anything. Eventually, they broke up. Quietly, no drama, no huge fight, and the weirdest thing is, even after that, me and her never became closer. It felt like life was trying to teach me something. Not every feeling is meant to become a love story. Years have passed since then. We barely talk anymore. But sometimes, late at night, when it rains outside, and I'm sitting alone with my headphones on, I still think about my friend's girlfriend. And one thought always comes back to me. What if we had met a little earlier?